welcome back to my channel, The Moody Pages. I'm Chanel, your fellow mood reader, and this is truly a mood reading vlog. I am going snail pace on a few books, and I absolutely love them, so I don't know why I'm going at a snail pace. I feel like I'm semi in a reading slump, but I'm loving the books that I'm reading right now. So I'm a little frustrated with myself, but I'm trying to not be too frustrated because I know that that'll just put me further into reading slump. So I am currently listening to Zodiac Academy book 7, which I believe is Heartless Sky. I am absolutely loving it. I have about 4 hours left of the audiobook. It's just so nice to be back in their world. I probably won't be talking too much about it, like in depth, in detail, because it's book 7 in a series. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I also don't like really spoiling in vlogs to begin with. Anyways, okay, this is a really long intro. But my current read, I'm currently on my Kindle reading Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope. This is a cowboy romance. I am absolutely loving this. This is probably one of my favorite cowboy romances so far. I am 60% of the way through it. I've been reading this for almost a week. Snail pace, it's only like 300-ish pages or something like that. Like, it is not a long book, but it's taken me 10 years to get through it. It's just, I love it, and I just want to cherish it, and I think that's probably why. It's just, I'm loving the environment so far, and I don't want to leave. So this is about a girl named Cece. She just left her cheating fiance in Seattle, and she's from Kentucky. She's moving back home. And who is back home but her brother's best friend, Nash Carter. He is a former NHL player. He's retired now, and now he's pretty much helping out at the ranch. He is a part-time cowboy. You know, he owns several different businesses, and he is just a busybody. Part of that is he's also like, he also has a little hockey rink that he's trying to teach people. He's trying to teach kids how to play hockey, and it's just so fun to get the aspects of the sports romance and also a cowboy romance. So I love that these two worlds are colliding, and I think that's why I love it so much, is because it's sports romance and a cowboy romance all wrapped in one. I am loving it. My daughter and I went to a bookstore today. There's a bookstore that opened up in downtown Gilbert called Literally a Bookshop, and it is so cute. It's definitely geared more towards kids. So I kind of struggled to find something that I liked until I saw a book that I've been wanting to buy. It's a trophy book for me. And Their Vicious Games. This is so good. Okay, Joelle Wellington is the author. This is so good. It is like a... Oh, hold on. You just see him walk down the stairs. This is like rich people drama, but they're all little kids, like not little kids, they're all teenagers. And you're breathing so heavy by the mic. Rich people drama, but with racial social commentary. It is so good. Hunger Games-esque with some trials. I'm not normally a fan of trials, but this was so well done. I really liked it. Okay, let's go ahead and start doing some B-roll here because I'm a yapper. Look at that happy boy. Oh my goodness. I over fermented my sourdough, but hopefully it still bakes good. I finished Zodiac Academy last night and I am devastated. It was heart-wrenching if you couldn't tell. Those characters cannot catch a break. It is so sad and heart-wrenching, and I can tell why it's called Heartless Sky. These authors are heartless. They love to devastate us. I'm gonna continue on with Holding the Rings. I think I might pick up Playlon by Liz Tomford. It's a sports romance. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna continue to mourn. I'm gonna bake my heart out and we'll see what happens. I finished Holding the Reins. That was such a cute book. It was so spicy. Like, the spice was spicing. I absolutely loved the incorporation of ex-NHL player with cowboy. The main female character, I also absolutely loved her. She has a career, like, she is just such a strong woman to begin with as well, which I really admired. I rated it 5 stars. I have a gripe with most epilogues of any romance books. If you can guess, almost all romance books end in a happily ever after with getting married and having kids, and then talk some more kids. I have a gripe with it. Like, I know that is a typical expectation of a relationship, to get married and have kids. I am married, I have a kid, but I'm also divorced. And is it the divorce part of me that's just kind of like bitter towards happily ever afters? I don't think so. Maybe. But I am just really not a fan of those endings. Anyways. We are starting Play Along next. I actually have an ARC edition of it from before it came out, and I have not read it because I had not finished the rest of the series. Technically, these can be read as standalones, but I just cannot get past not reading the rest of them. So here we have Play Along. I'm about 16% in, and I'm absolutely loving it. This is Isaiah Rhodes. He is a baseball player, and Kennedy K, the female main character, she is their sports athletic trainer, but she is actually a doctor, but she really wants to work in sports medicine within the sports industry. And when she applied for this position originally, well, first off, I think she had applied for some type of like doctor position, but when the head doctor found out that she was actually a girl, he was like, no, this position's closed. And then she kept like fighting him, like, oh, it's because I'm a girl. And he was like, you know what, I am changing the position to only a entry-level athletic trainer. Anyways, so that's the start of Play Along. And I did get this book as PR, Frostbound by Frost K. I think it's some type of monster romance, I believe. I got some artwork and a bookmark that says monster, but the font is huge. Like, look at that. To me, that's big font. But there's character art. I don't know if I'm gonna read this in this vlog, but I'm sure this. I started Blood and Steel on audio. It's a reread for me. I want to continue on with the series because I remember really liking it, but I do not remember anything that happens in that book. So I wanted to reread. It's going a little slow for me, so I'm like, did I remember it being this slow? I don't know, because I don't remember anything about it. Okay, I am about 70% the way through Play Along. been reading on my Kindle, but I do have the physical copy. My friend got it signed for me, so that's awesome. So I've been reading on my Kindle. From the book club, I had gotten an ARC copy. Haven't read it until now, obviously, but okay. One thing I have found with a lot of romance books is that they're just very superficial. There's not a whole lot of depth to them. It's just a surface level relationship. But Liz Tomford does an incredible job at bringing up some harder topics, giving us that perfect amount of cheese and spice and tension. There is just something about how she puts it into words that makes me cry my eyes out. There have been multiple times where I've started to tear up and I'm just like, this is so cute. Isaiah is colorblind. He cannot really tell the colors. Hot pink looks red to him, and he asks Kennedy what his favorite color should be, and she says yellow because the color is happy like him, something like that. And then there's been instances where she starts to wear yellow, and it's just so cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading that. I'm giving Blood and Steel like not a soft DNF, but I'm gonna just pick that up and start immersive reading that. I'm not gonna do that in this vlog, but I'm gonna keep reading, and yeah.
Look at Chanel and her fancy vlog.
Wow.
Send me the link. I will not take that ring with me anymore. I'm like, no, you stay home.
I finished Play Along. I am in love with the series. So far I feel like The Right Move was one of my favorites. Play Along is now my favorite. The depth of characters, I can't say it enough. I love that we got to know the characters on a deeper level, and there's some things that I feel like I can relate to a lot. And Kennedy is not one to like touch. She doesn't like to be touched, doesn't like touching people, but wants to, but really struggles with that. And it just kind of reminds me of someone in my own personal life, how they kind of struggle with the idea of touch. And I mean, I don't know, I just feel like Liz Tomford writes very relatable books, kind of similar to Abby Jimenez, where there's always a deeper connection. It's something that's a lot more profound that you wouldn't normally read in a romance novel. Highly recommend this series. This concludes our mood reading vlog. I did eventually finish Blood and Steel. I didn't love it as much as before. It's just an okay thing. I want to continue, but I may have to just eyeball read because I think that the plot of the book just goes so slow audio-wise, and maybe it'll be worse on physical, but I don't know. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.